Hey friends, it's your favorite unhinged tarot reader, Caro Tarot here. Little interesting story that happened to me that I realized isn't so uncommon. Since I'm very new to doing tarot readings for other people, um, I did 12 in that one day, one for each zodiac sign. And, immediately after finished Capricorns, I was like, whew, what a marathon. I stood up and I was like super dizzy and just thought maybe it's just because I was tired and it was late. And so the next day I was literally exhausted, like couldn't do anything really. I could like lay on the couch and I could, watch TV and like I was so tired. But I thought maybe I just needed rest. And so then the next day I had the same thing. I was struggling. So finally, on Friday, I Googled it, and apparently, people who are intuitive and, read tarot, they get super freaking tired. Like, it happens a lot. If you Google it, you'll find there's a lot of resources on this, and I didn't know. Surprise, surprise. But, I'm a little unhinged, and I just jump into things without really, doing all the homework first. So if I did the homework, maybe this wouldn't have happened. So I want to take you through some of the tips and things that I learned so that if you find yourself exhausted after reading a bunch of tarot, maybe this will help you too. So there's a little local store here called Kuantum Life that I just found. It's near Raleigh, North Carolina. Super cute little store in Cary, North Carolina. And I went in and I explained to the woman behind the counter, and she didn't judge me. She was like, yeah, this happens and here's what you can do. So the advice that I got and some of the advice I found on the internet. So step one, if you're feeling like that and it's been like a while since you're reading, go outside, take your shoes off, walk in the grass, get your feet and get your toes in the grass, like find the nearest tree, give it a hug, touch it, like touch the leaves. She also gave me advice of like find running water. So all of those things are great, but also if there's like a stream nearby, find running water, like put your hand in it, like, listen to it, meditate there. And that will help kind of reset you and ground you. And then she also asked me, like, what deck were you using? Have you used it a lot? And I was like, oh, yeah, no, this deck is pretty new to me. Honestly, like, I have a deck that I've used for 25, 30 years. Oh my God, it's 30 years. I got this deck from my sister 30 years ago, Merlin Tarot, and it's my favorite deck. I use it for myself personally, my personal readings. The cards themselves, if you're not familiar with this deck, it's not universally understood. So just to give you an idea of what we're looking at here. So there's different suits. There's like a bird suit. Now, some of the major arcana are the same. But there's a serpent's suit. And like, beasts. So if I'm going through a reading and I'm like doing a general reading for a zodiac sign, I thought it'd probably be better to use I'm using the Rider-Waite deck because like the imagery on here is iconic. Most people are familiar with it and know it. And yeah, so she's like, if you're using a deck that you haven't used much before, it can expend a lot of your energy. And I did not know that. So her advice was to sleep with the new deck under the pillow, get used to it, and like, yeah, just get it in the same energy as me. I was like, awesome. That's great advice. I wish I'd known that. And then she kind of walked me through, like, clearing my space. Another thing I learned was, at the end of a reading saying, thank you, God, thank you, spirit guides, thank you, and closing it out that way, giving thanks. And another way to cleanse the space, you can use like sound. You could use a sound bowl. You could use incense. You can use Palo Santo, sage. I wanted to try this one out, which is called Dragon Mist Sacred Space. And so, you would do like a little prayer or whatever before you spray it, and it has the instructions on here too. You can make your own up. But so I got that, and then she guided me through a couple of different stones that I could use too, and so I'll kind of walk you through some of those. And I have the pages pulled up here. So the first one was Rainbow Moonstone, and it might be hard to see this. You know what? Let me put a light on here. Oh, is this helping? Rainbow Moonstone. It's super pretty. Hard to see. This is not working. Okay. Rainbow Moonstone here. And so this works with root to crown chakras to help balance. And it activates all the energies. Let me turn off this flashlight. Okay. Yeah, it activates all the energies. It raises your awareness and your intuition and intellectual levels. So I could use that. And then the next one that she guided me to was Angel Light. This works with the crown. Sorry, it's not coming out so pretty, but it's very pretty stone. Works with the crown, the third eye, and the throat. The chakras. And it helps attune oneself to a higher frequency, which, by the way, I'm pulling this information from the Crystal Council. If you want to check out that website, they've got so much information there on different stones. It says, if you work with the stone repeatedly, you'll notice your inner vision becoming more vivid. Your dreams will be easier to understand, allowing you to be more in touch with your psychic abilities, which is awesome. And then the next one she guided me to was kunzite, right here. It's a very pretty stone. This one works with the heart chakra, and it says kunzite opens the heart and makes it act as a vacuum, allowing for all different types of love to get sucked in. So love for humanity, nature, animals, and earth. It helps alleviate stress and negative emotions. And then she also guided me to this purple opal pyramid, which is so pretty. And this one works with the crown and the third eye. Let's see. Here we go. Sorry, I'm on the web page right now. It helps to bring us to our highest vibrations. It's vital for processing of higher knowledge sent directly from our spirit guides and guardian angels. And the messages can come in the form of deep meditation, our own nightly dream cycles, and can even happen when your consciousness is still awake. It will also increase, one will also notice an increase in synchronicities once a strong connect between you and Purple Opal have been made. So that is from the Crystal Council website. And then I also got 2 different types of selenite. And so we've got the clear selenite here, which is basically just like the purest form of, it says selenite is pure white light encapsulated in physical form and is a must-have for every spiritual practitioner. Funny thing is, I used to have a tray of this that I would charge my crystals on, but I gave those away when I thought I was done with all of my crystals. I was like, I don't need these. Boy, I was wrong. So good to have selenite as well. It restores, let's see, it says, it is one of our favorite stones to help remove negative energies that may have been picked up throughout our daily routines. and meditating with a piece over your third eye or crown chakra will allow you to raise your own awareness and intuition levels. And we also got some orange selenite here, which is very grounding. It's same good properties as selenite, except it works from your root chakra all the way to the crown. And it says the energies it carries are nearly identical to normal selenite, with the only difference being the heavy grounding effect hematite offers. Normal white or clear selenite is extremely powerful and offers potent energies capable of initiating a spiritual awakening. As selenite would normally ascend your mind and consciousness, orange selenite grounds both your physical and spiritual body while still engaging in the enlightenment of the soul. So these were the purchases I made today to help combat going through that extreme fatigue that I dealt with. Normally I still have my moldavite that I wear every day in my pendant and my ring, and my evil eye bracelet, and my grounding beads on my wrist, but apparently wasn't enough for a marathon tarot reading. So there's some things that I will definitely be doing differently next time. But this is how you learn, I think. So really excited to start putting these into my practice, and maybe the next time I'll use my Merlin tarot and break that out and blow your mind, or not, because I don't want to confuse people, and it's confusing to me still, even though I've been using it for so long. It's a beautiful deck. I love it. Okay, thank you for listening and coming on this journey with me. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments and I will try to answer them. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you stick around, check out a few more, and take care. This is Caro Tarot signing off.